So hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you the next episode of my advanced key. So basically in this previously in the video I show how to do soft key and all the technique. Now in this video I try to just get finished of this shot, like how to do data mats or how to do final quick check or TC, right? Tick check. So basically let's start our video, and we were starting with this video as I said to everyone, Jai Siya Ram, Jai MERA BAJRANGBALI. So now see, so basically I have this just thing, okay. Now previously I just made this soft key, right? This soft key. So I already show how to do soft key and all how to show already I show just how to do grains, right? So basically, so these grains which I have put, so using mask right kind of thing. So basically just let me do one thing. Just let me just take this dot and just hide this input, right? So done. Now what I'll do after this, I am gonna do one thing before grains. I am gonna do something, right? So here, so in production houses, basically if you just do a proper key and all the things, if you just do proper h fix and all the things, then two things might be needed. One is DIMAT, which is a client call. So basically, what is DIMAT? First, let me understand. Let me tell you what is DIMAT. So basically, DIMAT is something like client required, right? If I want to tell you what is DI, like digital intermediate, okay. So there is a separate guys like who are doing color grading or CC right kind of things. So they require a mat, okay, in your com. So basically, what kind of mat? There are, for example, in this com, I have one FG. So for example, client asked me, okay, so client asked me or director asked me to create a grease mat and the BG mat. They require a grease mat, DI, and this mat, BG, DI mat. So how to create this? So basically, all these things is are extra requirements. Okay, so not mandatory that you have to always put a DI mat. It's a requirement. If there is a requirement, then you have to do. Now, for example, I am not going to do anything in this because I already show how to do a key and how to do a soft key. All the technique I have shown you, just you have to put extra work here. I mean, you have to go work hard in this shot, and you can just build a proper shot like this. Okay, I have shown all the technique how to do, right? Now let me show the DI mat setup also. Like if I have this shot and I have this mat, so there is an alpha, right? Just let me check here. Let me down the gain and gamma. Just let me check it is proper. So just check here. If you just move your mouse cursor, okay. See there is a value is coming changing in down here, right? So see, just if you guys notice in the white point, there is a one value. One means we have a proper alpha mat. Don't be try to put any extra mat because already I have used a clam node. That's why there is a proper alpha mat. So don't use, just don't try to create more than one or less than one in mat. Just try to do only one, put one only. If you want to use just clam that alpha mat, okay, it will be solved. Now I have this final mat, but if you guys notice that I already eroded something, right? I already corrected something in here, right? Like this, all these things. I actually record this. Okay, what can I do? So basically, I prefer you to play it. If you guys want to just do DI mat, don't try to take this mat. Sometimes you can take, but nowadays in many shots we are doing extra key like soft key and all the things. So sometimes in my shots personally, the DI mat, to set a DI mat, I have to create another mat. I mean alpha channel, alpha mat. So I have to work on the side by side. In this shot I have this, but my these things are missing. If you just view to com, see scan, there is a mat missing, right? Because I have penciled it. So I will check where it is proper, I mean in what pipeline, in what connection it is right. Okay, so if I just go to channel merge and just view it in this scenario, it is right. What I'll do, I just take this pencil because I have pencil this mat, this one. Now I have this alpha, right? What I'll do, just I'll take here a shuffle, okay, and just directly connect it here, okay. And after connecting here, what I'll do, just align this, and after alignment, just I have this alpha. Now let me fix, just give this alpha for now. One thing, now sometimes client ask you just to create a diamond like a color wise, like there is a three color, one is red, one is green, and one is blue. Like sometimes client told, like if I just talking about general thing like mg and bg, FG foreground, MG midground, and BG background. So sometimes client asks to create FG red, midground green, or background blue. That's so. Let me just do general thing because it's a client call. We don't know what the client will be telling, and there is a multiple setup for DMAT. I am showing one. Okay, I will do just click this alpha to this red channel. Then my alpha will be become red, and just off this extra two channel. Now I have this red channel, and after this, what I'll do before this, actually before you can take another clamp node, fix any alpha. Okay, okay, just do okay, and also maintain one thing. Just take this, and if you want to check, okay, it's perfect or not, just take one march, just give A channel to this, and just give B channel to your original scan. Now notice one thing. If I just do and just give it to plus or screen, okay, after this if I just view this, see I have this DI. So actually this is like a DI, okay, this is like a DI. So DI, when you are actually a supervisor lead will check, they will check like this, okay, more or less they will check like this. Okay, that is a I know. I hope if anyone root artist is watching, if any root artist guy are watching this, they will understand what I am talking about. So this is a one type of checking, okay. So see there's a mat. Now if I just on off this, now see, now see if you guys seeing this, see my mat is getting extra, right, but it is there, right. See here it's almost preferable, here is also okay, bit okay. These are eroding too much extra. So in DI mat we have to use separate thing, right. When you just do DI mat, then also you have to use, or you have to play with mat or edges in many models, many shots, okay, and it's a production take. In production you have to do. So if I just go to this, I am showing one thing that you guys can do in every part of this shot, or whatever shot you just do. See if I just go to here this mat, so it's I have to erode this part, right. So I have to play another part. See if your mat, this mat is okay, final mat it's better to use, or sometimes it does not okay. In my case this is not okay, I mean in here it's okay for, but for DMAT it is not okay. What I have to do, I will take a little roto, and just this issue, just problem issue, right. I'll just do roto out, and I will take one erode filter one, just keep this and keep this mask to mask, and just give a blur. Then it will be, I hope it will be fine. Now I'll check. Now let me see. Now see it's getting finer, right. I'll do little more. Now see, don't do too much, okay, try to keep on more or less like this you have to use, okay. And also I have to do like this area, okay. And also try to just take one edge blur and just put a edge blur, because if you just put a edge blur it will be fine. See there's a hard edge issue, now it will be fine. So as I told you earlier that we have to play manually or we have to work separately for DI. Okay. See, and obviously this edge blur which I use overall, you guys can do what? You guys can personally do some particular area, right? Not only full overall in the mat. You guys can do any particular area, because for this my hair is also affecting, and I don't want my hair to affect. So I prefer to use a mask option like this one. Okay. So that's the one thing. First of all, after this if I check, and you have to just check whole shot, okay. For now I am checking like this, it's beta okay for me. If you guys feel any issue, that you have to do proper. See there is a mat missing, so you have to create mat for these also. If you have to do roto out, or you have to do separate key, then you have to do separate key. That's the thing, okay. You have to do separate key here, okay, from scan to create a DMAT. And all the production guys who are working, they know this is a cheated process, or not it's a cheated process. In every big movies or shows we have to create like this. Whenever our main mat is not okay for DI mat, then you have to work separately for DI mat, okay. That's the production technique. Now I have this, okay. Now see I have this setup. Let me check this. Now it's more or less fine, so I will add it to my DI. Now what I'll do, I have already get, so I am showing one technique, not every technique. So this is my one, right, mat. Now what I'll do, just go to this RGB A and just give this new. Now this tab will come. Now there is a naming conversion also, like mat 01, mat 02. For like I'm giving this mat, or like fg underscore mat. For example, this. Okay, the naming also your lead also will guide you. Now give this auto RGB on. Okay, just whatever you have to do, you can just delete this. If you want, just delete all this, or if you just don't want this, you guys can take. No matter, see, there is a pipeline, there is a template based DMAT have also template set up separately. If you guys want only red channel, then it's fine. If you guys only have blue channel, then it's fine. You guys can do what, you guys can delete this all the channel, right? Just you have to do this on one. Okay, no issue. But you have to take this mat and put it before you write this one. Copy this mat name full and just dot trade. Like if you have a green channel, you have made a green diamond, then you have to put green dot blue like this one. But for me, in my case, I'm not going too much, because as I told, there is a template based your lead and super there to guide the TI pipeline. But generally, I'm just keeping this because it's also a general pipeline. After this, just click OK. Now check in here. You guys can find this one. Don't worry. Okay, we have a diamond because just here I am showing it. If I go in the RGBA, now see there is a FG mat, and if I go just hit A, there is alpha is coming. Or if I just go to this FG mat rate, there is alpha coming, right? Now what I have to do? Let me do what? Just take this, take a copy, okay, and give this A and give this. Or you guys do what thing, I have made already a diamat. You can take another shuffle node also instead of copy. Just keep the B pipe to your main com, okay, but maintain all the before green you have to use, and give the A pipe to your DI. Now what I have to do, just go here, view it, don't touch this B1, come down here, touch, go to A1 and give this FG mat, and here also give just FG mat, and here just connect the red one. If I just view this, and after just go to my, see, there is a FG mat come, and after just go to here, and if I just go to this, the alpha is coming. Okay, see, there is no alpha, but if I go to just red one, there is alpha coming, right? And another process, what can you do? Just take a copy node here and give the A pipe to this. After this, just click this none and give this only FGMAT. And if you view this, now see there is a FGMAT coming, right? But for me, I'm not using copy node, I'm using this one because I can check manually. Now, after putting the mat on, what I have to do? There is a mat I put like FG, right? Now, if I go to FG, there is a mat. But what is if I have BG and I have to create this BG at green channel, right? Then what I have to do? Same thing I have to do. One, first of all, maintain that if you have to put BG1, don't touch FG. I mean, simple word. I have this FG mat. I already added this, but whenever I want to put BG, I have to only create BG without any FG or midground mat. Like for example, I'm showing directly here. I have this BG for example. Don't take this BG. Two kind of process you can do. Just take this one and FG, and first of all, you guys can check that okay, my FG is good or my midground is good. Then just take one FG. Or in my case, I have only FG. I will take a one invert node and just simply connect it in my final mat. See, just give it to this clamp one, it's fine. See, it's inverted. I have the BG one like this. Or you guys can do what? You guys can take a merge node, give this A pipe to a final alpha, final mat. Don't put this shuffle one, just put this clamp one and the before the node of the shuffle, and just put this B pipe to your BG. And do what? Just go to this and just put this stencil like this one. Let me switch. Okay, don't worry about this. This issue is coming because of my soft key. So try to before put soft key. Now there is a issue. So what if guys you have put a soft key in your BG? In that case, I prefer you that if you have proper FG, obviously it's matter that you have a obviously FG because client obviously require a FG man. So it's common sense that you have a FG, right? And also mid ground. So don't go for tensile what? Just try to create this inverted because when you just put it at DI mat in soft key, if your BG included soft key also because soft key especially you have to do or additive you have to do in BG, right? So it's a part of BG in that case. So don't cut that soft key part, or don't try to ignore that soft key part, because it's a part of BG. That's why what I have to do, try to go create a FG mat, fast good FG mat, then try to just invert it. And if you have any mid ground mat, just combine FG and mid ground mat, and then overall inverted the output, your BG automatically will come. Okay. And yes, if any something you have to tensile it out from BG, or I mean just take that mat, merge all together like FG mid ground, and finally then invert it, or just stencil from BG. But in case if you have soft key, then just try to invert it, the process, this process. Now I have the BG. Now what I'll do, I'll take this separately another. Now I have already connected in the clamp, so already my alpha is fixed. So I'll take the another shuffle. Sorry, I'll take the another shuffle, and here in case I'll keep this green. So I'll put this green and off the rest of the channel like this. Now I will go to this and like bg underscore mat. Now it is RGB on, and this okay. Now it's done. Okay, after this just take another sharpen node here and give this a pipe here. Same process you have to do. Now see, I have this, and give this a pipe and give this bg mat. Keep this also bg mat. Keep this green. Now see, if I view my comp, there is one FG and there is one PG, and go to RGB. Now I have this, right? Now before grain we have to use this. Don't put after grain. See, some technique they use after grain, some technique they use before grain. But I prefer you to obviously put diamond before grains. After grains, just you have to use two, or just small technique. Some small technique you have to use. Then it's fine. Okay. No, but still, some shows might be you have to use in after grains diamet, and some shows you have to use before grains. Okay, so don't worry about this. So especially I'm using before grains. Okay, just diamet. Obviously, try to create diamet before grains. I prefer you. Okay, after grains, what you have to do? We are grain or grains is fine. So just take one node call. You guys can take shuffle node also if you want. Okay, or I just take remove. Okay, just take a remove channel, and here just go to keep. Okay, and just put this RGB on, or you guys can take remove and just remove all the unnecessary channels. I personally prefer you just go to keep and give this RGB and just take your mat. First of all, let me take my FG mat, then my BG mat, like this one. So why I take just only RGB, not RGB, because in com there is a rules that final com don't put alpha. Like if I don't put this, I have this alpha, right? So whenever like any DI artist or any other guys will open your script or just take your output to other software, they might be facing an issue. Okay, and also it's create multiple problems. Okay, so I prefer you to don't put alpha, just try to remove, it's a production process. Okay, I personally use, so don't keep alpha, just take all the passes or all the things, right, which are required, right? RGB you have to put, and if you have extra diamonds, then just take the all the diamonds. Okay, like this. Now after this, take one crop node, because obviously it's required, because you have a bounding box. Okay, and keep this reformat, obviously it's a thing. Okay, and you guys can not only take a crop, I prefer you to, you guys can take a reformat node also, it's not thing. But yes, in reformat there is a filter option is there, sometimes it's taking a filter. So I preferable to use a crop node only and put this reformat. Okay, see, it's reformatted, all the bounding box is gone. Now take a right node at the final, and after this what I have to do, just keep this RGB to all and just render. Like if I just go to my shot, I render like I am just showing the name, I'm not rendering now. Like you have a short number, just give the short number. Like if I have short number, short, for example, short 001 underscore version 1 version 01 underscore com, like like this. You have to give a name, whatever naming convention is there, your lead will also will guide you. Okay, or your mentors will guide you, your seniors, so ask them. Okay, no issue, these are all kind of thing. And also there is a one thing that you have to maintain, that I am showing how to check all the thing. Okay, So basically, there is a multiple thing need to check now. Final shot you have to check. First of all, if you have take check. So what is take check or quick check? So basically, already I have tell you that quick check means first of all you have to fix edges, all the spill correction, all the things little by little you have to notice, all the pixel to pixel you have to notice in productions. Okay, and there is something like checking grains, it's better or not, checking negative pixel. Okay, there is a multiple things. So I am coming one by one. So first of all, if I just go to this my shot, so I have this right, let me save it. Now I have this shot. Okay, now I have this. So I have completed my shot using all the DMATs, all the thing I have put it. Now I have to check all the things. So how can I check? First of all, already I have checked pixel to pixel. I know that I already show you guys how to check pixel to pixel, like one and two. Obviously you guys now know how to that create pixel to pixel, or how to fix edges, white edges, black edges. Okay, and there's a multiple to just go one by one, just check. Or and your lead and your lead supervisor is there to there to check. Yeah, sure. So I'm not going that to pixel to pixel. Okay, I am ignoring white edges, black edges. So I'm ignoring white edges, black edges for now. That's the main thing for take check or quick check. And there is some small thing like grains. So already I also show how to use grains, right? How to check grains. And I also show just go to red, green, blue, and just one and two it scan. See, it's matching. Like this is one technique, first of all. And just if you are just thinking, okay, how to check DI man, so just go and take a layer contact sheet here. I prefer you guys and connect it to your final comp, and just go to this, view this, and just put this show layer name. Okay, now see, this is your comp, this is your comp. Okay, final comp. So one I have FG mat and one I have a BG mat. Okay, that's the thing. Now if I just put this, like if I just view my final comp. Okay, I want FG mat, so I want first of all BG mat. I have this BG mat, there is no alpha. So if I go to BG green, I have this alpha, right? Same for FG. If I just FG mat, if I go to FG red, I have this mat because in FG red. And obviously, just go to one thing I need to tell you. Sometimes it might not be work. Just refresh it. Okay. For this time, I mistakenly just selected name, wrong name. But sometimes it might not be. You have taken FG mat red, but it doesn't show. So sometimes just try to reload it. Okay, it will work. Now I have this. So this setup I have. Okay, I have my com, I have my FGMAT, and I have my BGMAT. So it is fine for now. It's looking right. Another thing, how to check your final com. Just take a, you guys can take simple march, give the final to A pipe and give the B pipe to your final scan, original scan, and just keep, it's not matter to give anyone A and B, give it to difference. Now see, after difference, just keep this full high. Now see, I am telling one thing. If I am checking my shot now, it's kinda 50% right and 50% wrong. Why? Because 50% is right, because if you guys work on particular area in shot, and if you are working especially with scan or especially in key, so you have a mat, right? So whenever you just check a mat, or whenever just you guys work on using scan, in that scenario, what happens? Your FG mat, I mean your scan, you have used, I mean your comp obviously have scan, right? Just mat FG. You have to remove that BG chroma, and you have to put your original scan. Just in final comp, whenever just use, just check difference and full this gain and gamma. If any part, in whatever part you have worked on, that will show with colored information, or there will be some new information. Okay, but in which part you haven't worked, and that is a scan part. Okay, I mean you have taken that part from scan. If it's coming black, full black, like this one, see, full black, then it is right, 100% right, because in that case we haven't worked on that area, but we have taken that area from original scan, then that is right. Okay, so obviously maintain one thing, in after doing the comp, just take the original scan and just match it difference, because in difference you guys can get multiple things for notice, like whatever part you have worked on or whatever not, in which part you have taken from scan, but you haven't changes any color correction, color done in color corrections, or that changes any color from that, then it will be coming black, because this matching with the original scan. I am getting this black because this and my scan is same, so I'm getting this black and it's 100% right. But if I have some color information or any information in this area, then might be it wrong. Like you are guys seeing there is some information in this all this area, because there is might be some luminance issue, might be some grains issue. Okay, that's why it's coming. So what I have to do, I have to check manually. Like if you are facing this issue, if I have just not work this area, so you have to check the scan. I mean your home and the origin scan. See, if I go to this and if I might view my scan, just little bit gain and come up, or maybe that's one. See, there is a issue. So no, there is not a issue. There is a speed issue. See, if I just view this, see there is a green spill, and you see, I hope you guys can notice this thing. There is a green spill was there, and in my case, see there is a green spill, and I have removed this green spill. See, that's why there is issue. So sometimes if there is also information, but you have to work on that part, then it's fine. Your shot will be right. Because in this case, I have a green spill in this area, so I have to obviously I have to remove this spill. That's why it's coming information. It's getting I am getting information, so it is right for now, but still depend on client and your lead and so whatever they want. If they want like full black, then you have to recover that from or you have to correct that spill. Just go to that spill part and just correct, or try to do roto and masking part way. But that's the thing. Okay, and I already show you guys how to get do that, but it still depends. Okay, like my BG, I have getting information because I have changed my BG. So that's the first thing for quick check or TC, like take check. And the second thing is checking grain. See, if this is also for grains also, because if you are getting black, so it also means your grains is fine. Because if my grain was not fine, if I off my grain, now see grain issue is coming. If my grain was fine or green is fine, see it's getting black. So whatever you have done any mistake or just haven't worked on part like scan part, but it's getting information, you are getting information, then it might be down. And if you are getting black, then it's fine. So this is a one process of checking, and I already check how to check all the negative pixel light. And there is also another thing like negative pixel. Like what is negative pixel? Basically, it's coming from grains area. So I personally prefer to use one node after grains, but try to use less because it's as a separate gizmo, and I don't provide that gizmo in Open YouTube. Okay, so just separately ask your lead, or so in production they will provide a gizmo. Okay, and there is some separate expression kind of thing. I'm not providing that in this series. Okay, and I also not able to provide that. Okay, I can't provide because it's a in my separate course I am just providing, so I'm not providing in this YouTube. So basically there's one node you guys can use, but be a little bit careful. One node called rule of contrast. If you guys aware of this node, I don't know, just take this node and just connect it. But yes, if you guys use this node, see some issue is coming right here. See what happened, it actually use it actually just what like clam node. Okay, if you just want this, might be are not facing any issue, but if you just keep down your gain and gamma, okay, might be a little bit issue I am getting. Okay, see I'm losing my details. See, because it's clamping all the thing. So that's my issue, it's clamping all the thing. So obviously try not to use too much, or if you guys use, just play with this range or all these things like contrast. Don't use contrast too much, like center one, or might be some soft clip, might be some range. Okay, or might be just decrease it, might be a little bit decrease all the thing. So that's the thing. Okay, if I just go to 0 and put this all this 0, now let me keep this, and center is 0 and this softly. So basically try to just, as I told you, don't put too much harder. Okay, just play with this thing. Okay, because if you guys don't play with this, I am just putting this 0. Okay, and also just keep this mix value 0. Let me just do one little bit. So it's a thing to create your mind that you, and also you guys can, instead of these, you guys can take clam node also. So after taking a clamp, see there is a issue is coming, same issue. See, so in this case, what guys can you do that? Just go to this maximum and just down this, right? See, sorry, not down this, just up this little bit. And if I just up this one, see it's little bit recovering my details, right? Don't keep too much high. For example, if I just put it 2 and if I just on off, see still little bit issue is there, right? But in some just com, we have to sacrifice it, right? We have to compromise it, because don't put too much harder. Just take this like 1.9 something like this. Okay, so what it does, it not fully remove your luminance. Your luminance is recovering, but it will remove that negative pixel from your com. But still maintain one thing, remember one thing, it not fully remove your negative pixel because you have put it almost 2, right? Almost 2 I have put it. So instead of this I am putting 1.9. See, if I put 1.9, it's I'm losing little bit of my luminance, but still there is no negative pixel or less negative pixel might be there. Okay, and how to check negative pixel, that's also one thing, how to check negative pixel. So first of all, let me show you one thing. There is an inbuilt tool in new, if you guys aware of that, I already show in my videos. I hope I think I showed, or I don't know, I think I already showed it in my previous any video. So go to this option and keep this exposure. Whenever just put this exposure, see your just issue is coming. So all these issues. So if I on this, see all my issues fixed, right? So this is a one tool, inbit tool, how to check clamping values or clipping values. Okay, this also work on clipping values also. So what is clipping values? Because clipping values basically comes from high exposure. Okay, so or any grains or any high pixel, high luminance pixel that. Okay, so whenever just I off my clamp, or I'm getting all the clipping values in all this area. See, and whenever just I on this clamp, all the issues fixing. But still, as I told you earlier, it not fully work on every area, but it will work on some area. See, after putting the clamp, I am mostly recovering all this area. See, see, all this area is gone, and see, these all are high pixel, right? See, there is very high pixel, some kind of thing. See, all this area I am getting, right? And if I just view my comp, and if I just give this no exposure, and if I little bit on this, see my pixel is almost just tearing, right? See, I too much high pixel, and if I just on this for now exposure, now I'm getting see all this issue, right? So very contrast, high contrast pixel or high just brightness pixel or high luminance, okay, in some pixel it might come. So just this issue is coming, right? If I view my com also, see, I as I told you now, it's coming on grains. Okay, it's coming from grains, mostly coming from grains. So in this case, it's coming from grains. See, whenever just I on this, it's coming. So as I told you, see, it's coming from grain. So whenever just I off my, I just check my before grains. See, I am not getting any luminance here. Here I am getting. So some due to grains is coming, some due to your luminance is coming. Mainly luminance, because whenever you just adding grains also, that's also luminance, right? So that's what due to that also it's coming. Okay, see, the greens is also a color, right? Some little bit color, high contrast color, like this. Whenever I'm viewing my grain, too much issue is coming in here also. But after clamping, all my issue, all this issue is gone, but except this hyper luminous area. See, this is a high luminous area. Due to this, I am getting all. So I don't want to show this how to solve this also, because this is a one tool to check. But in many cases, they doesn't check like this. They doesn't go for this option, because if you go for this option, your shot might not be complete. Okay, because it will always give you a problem. In a small part also, it will show a exposure problem. So you can't remove that. Okay, but there is some note third party gizmos to check your shot negative pixel clipping values, or your all these things. Then you have to use some third party gizmo. Due to that, it will solve, or then you have to use a expressions like that. Okay, so yeah, then your problem will be solved. Not might be, your almost your every problem will be solved, except in some clipping values. If you are facing any clipping values, you guys can use clamp. But remember one thing, in clamp you have to play with this minimum and maximum values. And also there is some values options are there. Okay, limited value that you can put, like this I have put 1.9. You guys can go for 1.95, 1.98, like this, until your value is fixing. If you just and your luminance is recovering, you have to maintain all the thing, right? Your luminance will be recovered, your luminance will be good. It doesn't, I mean, no director or client will facing any luminance issue after checking your shot. Okay, or they doesn't tell, okay, there is some luminance issue is there. And one thing that your clipping values, at last what can you do, I mean, how much you guys can go for to solve clipping values. Okay, don't just put or remove all the luminance, you have to recover all the luminance, and also you have to maintain a clipping values. I mean, you have to just remove the clipping values little bit, not fully you guys can recover, I mean remove, because in many shot we can't remove full clipping values. Okay, we can remove, but we have to play more just with the nodes, and there is some third party nodes also is there. But try to fix clipping values also and try to keep your luminance well. That's our motto. Okay, so that this is a past thing of quick check, and there's multiple node is also there to check grains, uh, your luminance issue or any type or kind of wrong things. So I have shown you one defines method, I have shown one this method. All the things I have shown in this video is almost inbuilt nodes. Every nodes are inbuilt except the pixel version node, because this node is almost every artist know. It's a common node for nowadays. Okay, so this is one technique, and this is the end of this series. I hope, because this is the last video I want to show you guys. So there is might be I will put separate videos like on separate topic. But if you guys are like this king series and all these defines things and how to quick check your shot, how to put DI mats, okay, then you guys can take. And also I'm showing you one thing that says, if you after your render, you guys can check a grade node and just connect it here, and just for example you can try to see your diamond on the FG. Just go to this mask and put this FG red I have. Now take this grade like this. Okay, I'll zero this. Okay, now see I'm getting, but as I told you only, this is for my due to my mat. I have used edge blur thing, right? That kind of thing. That's why I'm getting an issue. If you guys facing that issue, then just try to fix it. And also there is some error issue. So as I told you, we have to fix your mat on everything, right? And if I give this just background like PG green, then it will be like this. See, so it's a checking purpose also. Okay, so I hope you guys liking this shot and liking this form and liking this series. If you guys like this series, and if this series help you guys to build your own shot as a freelance, as a not only freelance, it's for production houses only, production guys only. If you want to learn all the things, just check all this series, all this part. Okay, and I hope you will learn many things after checking this. Not all the thing I go thoroughly or details, but whatever process I showed in this video, if you follow this, at least you can build any shot in your production. You can try it any shot. Okay, it's my just motto. Okay, so just see all these parts and practice. Take multiple shots and just practice all these things in that shot. I hope you guys will be not you guys will be facing issue, but you can understand very fast all the you know how to solve any problem very fast. Okay, and you guys can catch very fast. So and you guys can know very fast what is the problem, okay, and how to solve it. So that's my motto. And I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please share this video with others. And thank you. And before this video, as I said to everyone, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Venu,